the F.U.N show at Orange County Convention Center. See if we can do some trading and bartering and all that fun stuff. So my idea is, with the price of silver anticipated to run up, with the price of silver expected, sorry, my GPS was telling me which way to go so I don't get lost walking around. With the price of silver anticipated to go up, while the mainstream media is telling you, oh, it's probably ready to pop, sell for a profit now, so that all the banks that have been shorting it can buy back in at a cheaper price and take all your silver from you. We'll go ahead and see if we can't convince some of these dealers in here if they'd be willing to take some of these individual ounces off my hand and trade ounce for ounce. Let's say 10-ounce bars, or maybe kilo even, or two, or anyway, I don't have that much silver. But let's see if we can't get them to trade straight up ounce for ounce. I might pay a little bit more, or see if I can convince a few to maybe purchase some of the collectible ones that I have. Let's see if we can't trade some ounces for ounces or something like that, because with the price of silver beginning to go up, once it decides to skyrocket to another all-time high, I think that it'll be more difficult to get rid of 5-ounce bars. So I think it'll be more difficult to get rid of 5 and 10-ounce bars and kilos and such, resulting in just a lot of these dealers potentially sitting on large bars that are more difficult to get rid of. I don't know if you've noticed, but you don't see too many. Where was I? So see if we can't barter for some larger bars with all these individual ounces. Some of these dealers might be persuaded to do such a thing, because while I understand that silver is going to be relatively cheaper than gold, you don't see people, they have 10-ounce bars that, people pass around and stuff like that. The relatively wealthy people, $40,000 plus a bar. I don't think silver is going to be managed in the same manner. I believe silver is generally the poor man's gold. There will be people who are wealthy enough and getting into it where that'll happen, but for a lot of the smaller dealers, with the explosion in the silver price that we're seeing, there's a lot of anticipation that we're actually gonna see $200, $300, $500 silver, which I feel like is going to be pretty insane, considering how quick it may happen. When I began buying silver, I only anticipated it doubling in a little over a year. I was thinking maybe 2-year time period before it occurred in its doubling, from about my anticipation was about 45 to about where it is now. I was thinking I was going to have another year to begin stacking. Well, the pressure's on. So we're going to see if we can't exchange some of these ounces for some larger bars, because while the larger bars may have a different premium, it will be easier to sell some of these other bars, these smaller rounds and such, at a premium for individuals. Now let's see, where am I going? West, Sky Bridge. I'm gonna go in here and ask somebody real quick that knows where I'm headed. I don't even know if I'm in the proper building. All right, where was I? Yeah, so we're gonna see if we can't convince a few of these guys to maybe wanna exchange a kilo or two for a kilo or two. If not, I mean, I'm sure it'll be fun. That's the whole point. That's what it's called, right? A fun show. Just kind of come here, have fun, show off your stack, your collection. Yeah. Anyway, might have a few clips. See if we can't find somebody walking around. Oh boy. Does this go all the way around and allow me to get in? Or am I better off going downstairs? Well, we've committed. So we'll find out real quick. Let me see if I can't locate it on the map real fast.
I got really old.
So
hats.
we're gonna go ahead and trade for a kilo.
I mean, I got one probably at the shop that's not slab that would probably
Making it happen.
better.
We got good stuff happening here today.
Updates later.